The first 24 hours of the league are over, and oh boy, it has been a really funny grind. I had a lot of fun during the first 24 hours, but not a lot of sleep. I am now awake again after I took a proper nap. Rested, I think, about 7 hours, so now I'm back recording and then back into the grind. Hey, I'm Cyclon, and today I'm just going to give you a really quick update on my build, what I changed, and how my day 1 went. So, day 1, I think it took me about 5 hours to get to Act 10, everything but Kitava done. I failed lab once, wasn't really well equipped, so I farmed a bit blood aqueducts, made a bit upgrade to my rare gears, bought I think a pair of gloves that I then resold later on, and was finally able to do lab and Kitava at about 5:30. Then I got into maps, and maps have been so easy to progress. I am surprised how good One Run Pass was. I already tested it once before the league, and it was okay, but it went so smoothly. I got so lucky every time that the connected maps were always a tier higher, and I very quickly progressed into tier 10, tier 11, tier 12 maps. Then I had a slight pause, didn't got quite as lucky with tier 13, tier 14, 15, 16, but eventually I got it. After 12 hours and a bit, I was able to kill Xing Exarch and Eater of Worlds, netting my first 2 Watchstones. Afterwards, I focused on map completion. I tried out Trial of the Ancestor, and overall had a really fun time in maps, getting a lot of completion. I now have all 4 Void Stones. I have everything except the Uniques, Crimson Temple, and Lava Chambers completed. Now for Lava Chamber and Crimson Temple, there might be a strategy that needs them uncompleted, so I have intentionally skipped them. I have the maps prepared, but I just wanted to be careful. I just realized I'm actually still missing Wasteland, so script that, I'm missing 3 maps. But yeah, I am at 103 map completion. I also gotten the other 2 Void Stones via Voidstone service. It was 120 chaos, which on day 1 is actually quite a lot, but those will definitely help me sustaining on a lot of maps and netting me a lot of currency back. Also just finished my 5-way device earlier today, which basically is a minute before this recording. But yeah, has a lot of fun. I gave most of my stuff over the night to my trader. I managed to farm up 2 divines, and I think it was 50 chaos. Those 15 chaos are now from chaos recipe again. So really just great start. I had a lot of fun, but the more important part now about the changes to my build. Now, I was expecting to do an early transition to Tornado Shot and utilize Tornado Shot to run my maps. However, I found out about this gem. Literally gem. Anomalous returning projectile support is a game changer for returning projectiles. Now, 2 leagues ago we had Nemes. Nemes was amazing, late game fun, kinetic blast, sunglasses build, wonderful. Last league we had Vengeance Cascade. Vengeance Cascade was great, really powerful, allowing for high damage. But this is also very huge. Now, it does come with a hefty nerf from the returning, with the less damage while returning. But here's the thing, let's run it to 60 for easier numbers. So on the return it does 40% damage. It's still affected by all other your increase and less and more modifiers, so it's increased by your far shot, which is going to be based on how you play. Either on your way in it has a 60% more damage, or on the way back it has a 61% damage, or on both it has a 60% more damage. So it evens itself out, and on the way back it still has a lot of damage. Not as much as the way towards, but it still has a lot of damage. And then it comes to anomalous quality. If you can see here, some of my projectiles return again, meaning I get a 3rd hit in. Now for clear, this is huge. And the more projectiles I have, the more common it becomes, right? So right now I have 5 projectiles, and on average 1 projectile is going to do a 3rd hit. This helps with bosses, this helps with clear. It is great, and I'm going to further move on to this, and likely going to stick with Lightning Arrow again. Other things that I've got is I got a Frenzy, Shadow and Dust, it's accessing Rampage, and I'm already on a crit build. Eventually I want to end in Chaos Spirit, but I don't have enough spell suppression to utilize Chaos Spirit yet. Also, I don't have any life regen. Managed to get an early 6 link, managed to get a bow, managed to get my tamings, the quiver and the amulet, and overall just great. Now, if any of you have any issues with your progression or with making currency, 2 quick tips. If you have issues with your progression and you have some respecs, you spec out of your nodes and get something like just 25 of these adjacent map jump chants, all of the small higher map tier chants, so these two, and these 6, wandering path. If you have that, you're going to not have any issues with map sustain. It's going to solve itself. It's really good. And if you have any issues with currency, the way to solve this is chaos recipe. If you have any issues with currency, get a dump tab, dump a lot of stuff in early on, pick up a lot of helmet, boots and gloves, always prioritize jewelry of course, so belts, rings and amulets, and then once you have those, start picking up 1x3 or Sicket bows and just drop them in as well, and once you have enough sets, just do a full thing. So what I usually do, I sadly I don't have a set to showcase this right now. Imagine this is a body armor. I have a body armor here and here. I'm going to utilize those to simulate my body armors. Then I'm going to pick 2 helmets, 2 boots, 2 gloves, 2 belts, then my 4 weapons, 4 rings, and 2 amulets. Now, right now, again, I don't have the body armors, but normally this would allow me to get 2 full sets of Chaos Recipe in at one time. Again, allowing efficiency without using the help of an external tool. Alright, that was everything I wanted to say. Hopefully you have as much fun as League Set as I do. And if you have any questions, I will leave the PoE Ninja link to my build actually in the description. You can check that out if you need any help with the build or any questions. Of course, feel free to ask me on the comment section or on my Discord, or you can message me in-game when I'm playing, or on Twitch when I'm live. However, Twitch seems to be an issue as my computer currently is constantly overheating, and Twitch isn't helping with that, or streaming isn't helping with that. So for now, recordings have to do. All that being said, have a wonderful day and goodbye.